out to the Madden heads at home who have been hanging out all day long. And don't worry, we've got 2 more days of coverage where we will crown a $100,000 winner and our second belt winner here of Madden 20. Still got quite a ways to go, though, as these guys get their audible set. 2 different styles of running, but we've seen these guys, especially today, really be dominant offensively.
Yeah, they really have. zTreKingz 33-14 over beast mode. Volterax 24-7 over Decroft. Both guys played well on offense and defense. And zTreKingz is a guy from San Francisco. He's a huge Niners fan representing his team here in the Final 16.
First down and 10. Lamar Jackson up the middle, picking up 4.
Yeah, we see that QB blast first play on conservative. And looks like Volterax is on aggressive tackling on defense, looking for a fumble.
And it's so tough to play on aggressive against Lamar Jackson because he breaks tackles so easily.
That's what I was going to say, Nick. It's a very risky proposition because that aggressive tackling, you're going to break a lot of tackles when they're on that, but you also can cause a big fumble, which could be a determining factor in the outcome.
First and 10 for zTreKingz on offense. You're going to see a lot of Lamar Jackson in action outside. He avoids Tillman. He tries to fight through the tackle of Palomalu, who give him 13 on the play.
Yeah, so much speed with that Lamar Jackson. And for the viewers out there wondering why he has C.J. Mosley in the backfield there, he does have that high impact blocking, obviously to help with extra blocking for this heavy Panther formation. Speaking
of Madden heads, we got a very special Madden head out there watching. We know Jets at home, locked in. Appreciate you tuning in, enjoying the show, and supporting a pretty darn good producer in the back there. First down and 10. Lamar in the shotgun, and he's going to drop back to pass for the first time. Rolling out right side, nowhere to go. He'll check this one out of bounds.
So one thing to point out here is Lamar Jackson. He has that fast break ability, but he doesn't have escape artist on his Lamar Jackson, which is a little surprising. You would think he would have both abilities. So he does not have the ability to get outside the pocket as fast as someone would with that escape artist.
Second and 10. Scoreless to start this game. Lamar trying to find some room on the left side. Good run D.
Yeah, Volt's been labbing this run D for the last 3 hours. I talked to Turbo Jeff a few minutes ago. He said they've been locked in. They think they found something for this heavy Panther. They felt confident going into this matchup.
Some interesting stats from the first round games. Combined, these two, 415 rushing yards, -9 passing yards. It is ground and pound. That is the name of the game. And to start off this game, Vultracks, whose defense has been absolutely dominant, getting a stop.
Man, if you guys could see the roster Volterax put together on his defense, it's like all 95 overall guys. It's insane. It's literally a Mutt weekend league type defense. And you could see on that first drive, just dominant.
I'm sitting in the back with Scott Cole, and he said, looking at that defense, he's like, we're playing salary cap. This isn't Mutt Unlimited. You're not allowed to have that many good players on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, his defense is insane, man. I couldn't believe it. And that's what happens when you, as you'll see here, Volterax does not have a good quarterback. He's using that 15 or 16 cap Drew Brees, which allowed him to pay up at all these other positions. And he's going to utilize this Chris Johnson here, the max Chris Johnson. He doesn't have an ability on him because he likes to spin with him, but he's got so much speed.
Hand off to Johnson up the middle in that first game. CJ 2K, 24 carries, 188 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He'll start off this game with a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, you're going to see him come out in all different types of formations. I form, strong, weak, some single backs. He's going to do all different things in order to get zTreKingz off balance and find something that he hasn't seen that will be effective for him.
We're nearing the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. And a big shout out to all the fans out there hanging out with us. It's been a long day. We've had some great action though these first 2 days, and it's only going to get better from here as the field gets whittled down.
Yeah, out here in a single back wing tight formation, 3 tight ends. Looks like he's going to have a lot of room over there.
Cuts it back inside with Johnson near the first down marker. Don't think he quite got there. Call it a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, just a nice run. He had the numbers to that left side. All those 3 tight ends right there. Great job. It was a good user by zTreKingz to not give up a huge play. And so far, we've seen Volterax 2 plays, 2 different formations. Looks like we're going to see a 3rd different formation here on this 3rd and 1.
Volterax, the 22-year-old, 38,000 and change in MCS career earnings. Of course, he took 5th in the Madden 17 championship. Did him a cool 20K. 3rd down and 1. Got Johnson in the backfield. Breeze underneath center. He'll hand it to Johnson, trying to get to the outside. And zTreKingz says, hey, Volt, I see your defense and I'll raise you one.
Yeah, great run defense right there. But now we're already in a big 4th and 1 here for Volt. You know he's not going to pass the ball. He does not have the quarterback or receivers to do that. We're going to see a run here on this 4th and 1. Let's see what zTreKingz has for it.
Oh, we had a stop one way. Can zTreKingz get a stop coming back? Both these guys heavy runners, so TD, I mean, run defense has got to be sort of what's the big stat? Who can get the stops defensively?
Yeah, that's the key. And look for a halfback dive here.
So you see, he was using that Rod Woodson in the middle.
Yeah, Rod Woodson was huge for me last year in my club series run. I love that Rod Woodson card. One of the best players in salary cap every year. Now, big 4th and 1 here. Let's see what zTreKingz has. You got to be expecting a halfback dive.
I formation, Johnson at the top of the I, 4th and 1. Vultracks trying to keep this drive alive after his stop on zTreKingz. See Ed Reed lurking, trying to figure out which gap they're gonna shoot. Right down Main Street goes Johnson, he takes a hit, and I don't think he got there. zTreKingz paying Volterax back with a stop of his own.
Wow, great run defense, and here we go. We've had 2 possessions and 2 phenomenal run defenses. Wow, this is a battle right now. The first quarter's flying by. Here's Lamar Jackson on this QB blast.
Trying to find some room on the left side. 4 yards and a cloud of dust. Looks like the forward pass wasn't even invented yet. 2nd and 6. Back into that heavy Panther formation we haven't really seen since probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. And a 1. Scoreless game, does that surprise you?
Yeah, it does. I mean, not really. I mean, these guys are going to run the ball a lot, play a lot of defense.
And how about tomorrow? Conference semis. Joke and Skimbo, Drini and Pavin. I mean, talk about dream matchups tomorrow. Skimbo will be in action. He's like about the farthest from action right now. Look at him. He's as relaxed as he can be, but you know, once tomorrow comes, Skimbo on game day is just a totally different person.
Hey, starting off tomorrow, we got Skimbo and Joke. You can't ask for a better matchup to go to the Final Four, man. I cannot wait for that.
As we get ready for the 2nd quarter of action here in our NFC West final. Cannot wait for tomorrow, though. We hope we will see you all there starting at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Getting back to this game, it's going to be zTreKingz with the ball, trying to get the Lamar Jackson going. It has not been easy running. Volterax with phenomenal defense so far. Boyle into the backfield. Lamar going to take the snap, and he's going to run it. Don't call me Nostradamus. I just know it's going to happen. Lamar outside. Ed Reed says, no way, Jose. Only got to pick up 1, 4th and 2.
Yeah, Volt is so prepared for this heavy Panther. You can see here, zTreKingz just has nothing going with it. And I think he should take his points here. You've played great defense. You need to get the lead at this point. He's going to go for it. I don't like this decision by zTreKingz.
Getting gutsy here, trying to avoid another stop. Lamar right down the middle. I think he got there. He did to the 31-yard line. Big pickup for Lamar Jackson.
He got there by a few inches, really close, but Lamar does fall forward for it, and that's why I used that Lamar Jackson with that fast break ability. Big first down.
1st and 10. When you rely on one player so much, you start to worry about fatigue and fumbles. Jackson outside, give him 5.
Great patience right there. I want to see zTreKingz do that a little more. Right when he hikes it, he pauses for a second, takes a little step, and then makes his move. That seems to be the best way to run this offense. Nice run right there for 5 yards. And I think zTreKingz is going to utilize this clock too. He's going to get his guys rested here. You can see Lamar Jackson's a little yellow. He's going to rest his guys and use a little clock.
As this clock ticks down inside Pizza Hut Stadium. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis with you. Final game of today. Now it becomes crunch time. So if it wasn't enough pressure before, Lamar to the 23, give him 3 on that run.
Yeah, and zTreKingz, he labs with zTreKingz, as you guys know, one of the best Heavy Panther players in the world. Last year's Atlanta Falcons Club Series winner. So, you know, they obviously go over this Heavy Panther formation a lot, and it's paying dividends for him.
Yeah, I was talking to him before, right after his last game that he won. He said, you see that stick with Lamar? That's the zTreKingz stick. It's Jackson outside. He'll pick up a first down. Listen, it's no disrespect to zTreKingz, but zTreKingz might be the best I've ever seen using that Lamar Jackson. And zTreKingz is putting up a good fight now with him.
Yeah, zTreKingz stick work is phenomenal. zTreKingz looks great too right here. zTreKingz having a great drive right now. You want to use this clock. He's doing a great job. He's being patient. You know, he's not rushing anything, which you'd love to see.
Picking up a couple on the ground in that in that San Francisco Final Four. He took down Jaybird. He took down Father Figure. He won those games only, though, by a combined 21 points. It was a close matchup. Didn't have any easy games, and he's looking for a little easier path here. Lamar, left side, nowhere to go.
Yeah, good run defense right there. Clogged up the middle. And now 3rd and 6. I wonder if we'll see a pass here from zTreKingz.
That first game today, Lamar Jackson, 22 carries, 230 yards, and 3 touchdowns. A little hesitation, a little patience, but same old from that Volt defense. It's just pure overall, it's pure strength. There's no abilities, it's just put the best players out there for Volt.
Yeah, all 95 overall guys. Pat Tillman, so many goons out there. Nice stop right there. And now this is what a smart decision by zTreKingz to take his field goal now, because I think he should have earlier too, but now Vultracks has no timeouts. We know that Volt wants to run every play. He's not going to pass. Can't get out of bounds really. So this is a good situation to be in if you're zTreKingz.
See what sort of drive he has before the half with no timeouts. Does he have any hope of throwing this ball with this Drew Brees?
No, he's not going to do it. He doesn't have the receivers for it. He's not going to pass once.
Easy enough. Johnson up the middle. Give him 6.
Yeah, little 5-yard run right there, 6-yard run, and the clock's against him right now. He's got to move a little faster.
2nd and 4. CJ2K at the top of the eye, under 40 seconds left in the half. Low-scoring defensive battle. Line them up as Johnson once again stifled, only picking up 1. Do you think about using timeouts at all if you're zTreKingz?
Yeah, I was thinking he might use one right here, but it looks like he's not going to do it. He's cool with going up 3 at half, but I would probably call timeouts right there, try to get the ball back. And it looks like Volterax is cool with going to the half too. He's going to try one more run here to break one.
I feel like this is like the Josh Lewin Invitational. It's like a baseball score. Yeah, Josh loves seeing those 3-0 games.
Yeah. But I had a feeling this game was going to be like this. I mean, both these guys want to establish the run. Both have great defenses. It's a low-scoring affair.
This clock running down. No timeouts again, so the minute they break the huddle, clock's going to get moving. So Volt looking just for a big play, something to break open. We've seen a lot from this Chris Johnson.
Yeah, zTreKingz in this quarter 3 deep now. He doesn't want to give up any big plays at all.
It's going to be Samuels to the outside. He will stay in bounds. And that will take us to halftime. If you're a fan of defense, you're loving this game. It is 3-0. Not a whole lot going on. zTreKingz and Vultracks both bringing great defense. Guys, don't forget the Madden Game Day program. You can get exclusive MUT content now, including some of your favorite coaches who you're seeing throughout this week, including Coach Pobbin. Available in a fantasy pack. Make sure you go and grab them now. I love seeing those guys on the sideline. Such a great way to connect the people at home with what we're doing out here.
Oh yeah, such a cool thing when you see the competitive players in the game as a coach. Fans can get out there and use their favorite player as a coach. I'm
just hoping to get scanned in there as like a mascot, popcorn vendor, something like that. Put me in the game. I don't need to be a prominent feature, but, you know, I'll wear the Arizona Cardinals mascot. Let's go. Rise up, Red Sea. 3-0. Here comes Volt on offense. Not a whole lot of success, something we haven't been able to see. He has thrown it with that Drew Brees, and it doesn't work out.
I am shocked. I didn't think we'd see one pass, and he does the one pass, and look what happens. That's why he doesn't want to pass. Big sack right there. He tried to catch him off guard with that first play of the second half, just didn't work for him.
TD, I got some bad news for you. That doesn't go down as a pass attempt. So he technically still hasn't run a pass.
True.
That's rough. That's how you know it's rough. You try to catch him off guard with a pass play, and you take a sack. 2nd and 14. Back to the ground game. Chris Johnson maybe gets 5.
I think that first play also shows like Volterax doesn't seem too confident right now in his run offense, because you would never ever see him try to pass the ball. He must not think he's doing great on the run game, obviously, and tried to catch him off guard, but just didn't work out.
Volterax in the live finals in State Farm Stadium took down K-Mac 10-7. Took down somebody else 17-13 in the final.
Always got to rub it in.
I didn't say your name. I said somebody else. 3rd and 9. Johnson up the middle. Man, the first really successful run we've seen from Volterax. He'll get 10 and he'll pick up a first down.
Yeah, Chris Johnson falling forward for that first down. Nice run right there. But yeah, not much going on the ground right there. His first real good run of the game.
His 4th EA major event appearance, and he's got a pretty good MCS all-time record, 38-14. Knows how to play under the bright lights.
Hey, Nick, I'm hoping he wins it all. It makes me look a little better, you know what I mean?
I lost to the champ. 1st down and 10. Give me a hand up to Johnson, trying to find some room right side, right back to it. zTreKingz with the defense.
Yeah, only 9 rushes, 31 yards, man. zTreKingz' defense has been phenomenal all day long. Like I said earlier, his defense versus beast mode earlier was tremendous. Looking good here so far through this first half.
Yeah, man, beast mode was a guy who a lot of people thought coming in could win the entire thing. And, I mean, just an absolute dominating performance.
Yeah, you got to think that was a big upset in some people's minds. Beast mode taking the L to zTreKingz. 2nd and 10 here for Volt. I think we're going to see another diver stretch out of this I-form tight formation. He's going to audible to the wing. Smart strategy here. He has the numbers to this right side.
Move that tight end to the right side. Extra blocker over there. Stretch run for Johnson. Trying to find some room. He'll get tackled at the 47-yard line. Near a first down. Call it a 3rd and short.
Yeah, he's doing something great on offense right now. He's coming on that I-form tight, motioning his receiver over, trying to glitch out the man defense a little bit. And then when he doesn't get it, the look he wants, he'll audible to that wing formation and get the numbers to that side. Great run right there. Big 3rd and inches coming up.
Doesn't seem like either the dive or the stretch has been one more effective than the other. So going to the strong eye. One wide receiver, I believe that's O'Shaughnessy, split out to the right now, moving over to the left side. 2:10 and counting. Gives it to Johnson, picks up a first down, and now the offense starting to get a little momentum.
Yeah, Vultracks is pulling on every formation. Right there was the wing H-wing formation, or the weak H-wing formation. We don't really see a lot of weak formations ran. Volterax is trying to find any run he can that can really get something going versus zTreKingz' run defense.
We talked about Voltrax's defense, how much he spent on that. zTreKingz, same way. A lot of cap spent defensively. Knowing that if he's going to be running the ball, he needs to get stops. Drew Brees, what a performance he had the other night. Hand off to Johnson. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why you get those secure tacklers out there. Nice tackle. Only gaining 1 right there. zTreKingz not giving up any big runs right here. That's what he wants to do. Make him work for every yard he's getting.
Through the ladders. zTreKingz, 300 wins, 99 losses, a 75% win percentage. Good for 12th out of the final 32. 2nd and 9. How about a stretch run for Johnson? Trying to find some room, and he does. Woodson can't make the tackle. Johnson will pick up 15.
Yeah, great run right there. That stretch to the outside. Chris Johnson, too much speed. Nice drive right now by Volt. Just taking his time, using this clock, getting whatever he can. Hey, if you get 4 yards every down, it's a new first down every time. So doing a good job grinding it out right here.
If you took the under in this game, you're in good shape. 3-0 your score, under a minute to go. 52 seconds and counting as clock management starting to come into play, especially with the runners in this meta. Already thinking about limiting the number of possessions. Johnson, don't run into your own guy, Chris.
Yeah, bad stick work right there by Volt. He had a little hole right there, ran into his own guy. 2nd and 11. We'll probably see one more play here before the end of the third.
If there's one great part about this run meta, games are quick. I mean, you just don't have that many possessions, so any mistake can determine the game.
Yeah, this has gone by fast, man. It really has. That's what you expect when you play Volterax, man. These games are going to fly by. Just going to run every play. And it looks like we're going to get a stretch here.
And it is indeed a stretch. And it's Chris Johnson. Oh, finally some action. zTreKingz to the house.
Yeah, there we go. Finally, the first touchdown of the game comes with that Chris Johnson stretch to the outside. Volterax taking a lead here going into the 4th. Phenomenal drive right there by the Arizona Cardinals club champion.
Man, how the tables have turned. The first touchdown is on the board, 7-3. It was only time until a hole opened up for CJ.
Yeah, that outside was wide open, man. Just followed the lane. Great run vision. Easy touchdown.
Take a look at this one more time. The blocking was just absolutely perfect. And once Chris Johnson gets to 2nd level, wave goodbye.
Yeah, too much speed, untouched, into the end zone. Now 7-3, going into the 4th here.
One final play. I have a feeling, could be wrong, feeling it's going to be Lamar Jackson. It is indeed. Oh, he's fighting through. He's stumbling and bumbling. He'll get 9. 0's on the clock. 4's up in the chat. It is time to head to the 4th quarter, presented by Snickers.
Oh, no, don't pressure him.
This party's garbage.
That bad, huh?
It is that bad. It's like a bag of zeros.
Try this creamy Snickers. You could use a little smoothness.
Is that one of the zeros?
Get smooth with the fresh ground nut butters and creamy Snickers.
Boy, Lamar Jackson could have used a little bit of smoothness on that run. It looked like he could have hit the end zone, but just tripping over everything.
Man, you can see it in his face. If Lamar didn't stumble right there, zTreKingz would be in the end zone. He shook his head after that play, man. Tough break right there. You got to put a drive together here. 5 minutes to go. Let's go to the final 8, man. Someone's got to step up.
Does anybody have an edge here? I mean, I know Vultracks just scored the first touchdown of the game, but zTreKingz really was almost dominating for 3 quarters.
Yeah, but with the way this game's going, I mean, you got to think Volt has the edge getting that touchdown. It's been hard to get anything going. That touchdown's huge for him.
2nd down and 2, Lamar. Right up the middle, stumbling again, another play. zTreKingz is begging Lamar to go do some ballet or something, get some balance back.
2 plays in a row where we thought he could have had a touchdown. Had the open seam, just stumbled, couldn't break it, man. Wow, it's a game of inches, Nick, it really is.
Lamar trying to cut back right, but there was just too much pressure. Lamar won't get anything.
Yeah, zTreKingz being patient right now, trying to wait for that hole to open up. Volterax not giving up anything easy. Good battle going on here.
Patience up the middle. Give him 4. I implore anybody who thinks this is easy, go get a Lamar Jackson and try to pick up yards every play. It's so tough because it requires more patience than most people have, including myself. I want to jam on that turbo button right away.
Yeah, you got to have patience. You got to have vision. It's not easy to be a prolific runner. And now here we go, man. 4th and 6. We're going to have to see a pass, in my opinion, here. Your tournament life's on the line. If you run the ball here, that's a difficult decision. But I think we're going to see a pass on this 4th and 6.
We saw one pass earlier from zTreKingz. Didn't quite go his way. We saw one pass from Vultracks. Definitely didn't go his way. Will we see pass number 3? It is 4th and 6, and back into the heavy panther is zTreKingz. And it does look like he's going to be passing it. The question is, who's going to be catching it? Lamar looking for it all, trying to find Devin Hester, but Deion Sanders says, give me that.
Just nothing there, man. zTreKingz tried to make a play, lobbed it up. I think it was that Raheem Mostert card, and just nothing there, man. Click on by Volterax with prime time, easy pick. And now Volterax in complete control here.
Would you have liked to see him bat that one down for the field position, or are you comfortable being back here at the 20?
No, I would probably just picked it off. I mean, it's too risky to try to take a swat. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm trying to go for that pick every time. Just get the ball back.
Well, nowhere to go for Chris Johnson, a name we've called a lot. Shaquem Griffin making the tackle Such a weapon at linebacker.
Yeah, that's Shaq Griffin, such a beast budget card. A lot of people utilizing him. We saw Pavin using him phenomenally yesterday. Yeah, that guy's a beast, man.
Clock ticking away. zTreKingz looking for a stop. Hand up to Johnson, cuts it up the middle. He's still running, and he may be gone. Could this seal a spot in the next round? Can Dion run him down? CJ2K to the 1-yard line. What a run from Volterax.
Phenomenal run stick right there. zTreKingz able to shoestring tackle him at the 1-yard line. Volterax in complete control here. And if he punches this in up 14-3 with 2 minutes to go, it's going to be tough for zTreKingz to come back from this.
The defense has been stifling, and here in the second half, the offense has been explosive. Listen, I can hear Mo in the back going, that was the best thing right there for Volterax, getting stopped on the 1-yard line because it forces a timeout.
Exactly, yep. And now he can either use this clock or use zTreKingz timeouts here. Either way, it's a win for Volterax. I honestly, he could go down again here, make him burn another timeout, and then punch in on 3rd down. That would be ideal. But I think you just got to try to punch it in here, make it a 2-score game whenever you can.
Well, he's going to have to do it again. He'll lose 3 on that one.
But now you're at the 3-yard line, 4-yard line. It gets a little more difficult here. zTreKingz giving himself a chance now. This is a big 3rd and goal here. Volterax wants 7. He does not want to kick 3.
Kick 3, it's still a touchdown ball game. In the NFC West Finals, Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis with you. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Twitch chat's been amazing.
Stretch to the right, here we go. Great defense.
There's a lot of red jerseys out there, and just like that, zTreKingz defense giving him life.
You can see zTreKingz feeling it, man. He knows it now. He has a chance. Volterax with that huge run to the 1-yard line. We thought it was going to be a touchdown, and now zTreKingz has a chance.
It's a 7-point game. No timeouts for zTreKingz, and maybe the most daunting part about this, TD, is he has to score a touchdown against a Volterax defense that is loaded and hasn't given up a touchdown yet.
Yeah, like we said at the beginning, man, this is like a mutt weekend league defense. It's going to be difficult for zTreKingz. I mean, he's getting block sheds. His secondary is insane. You're going to have to pass at some point here. Let's see what he does.
Lamar cuts it back. Oh, picks up 10. You start thinking about the what-ifs, TD. We saw at least 2 runs that could have been touchdowns for Lamar.
Yeah, great point. Those 2 touchdowns that he had when he stumbled and couldn't get it. And now the clock is really working against him here. He's got to hurry up and try to get this QB blast. He's got to break one if he wants a chance.
Yeah, that runoff starts to come into play near the 1-minute mark left in the game. Boyle into the backfield as he's going to throw it. Dropping back is Lamar, waiting, looking, and sitting down. How about the hit from Ryan Shazier?
That defense is just way too nasty for Volterax, and he doesn't have that escape artist. He can't get outside, really. He's going to go back to the QB blast here. And this is going to be your ball game, man. 4th and 18. You don't want to pass, really, but you're going to have to. Tournament life on the line. Clock's ticking.
And he's looking at that Lamar Jackson bright red. Fatigue, a big part when you rely so much on one player.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the last play of the game, too. He's trying to get the energy back on Lamar. The clock is ticking, man. You got to make a decision here. He's going to come out in it with Lamar's not even fully healthy right here. He's got the orange. He's going to have to try to break one to the outside here. Last play of the game.
Open for the big play. This one, your final play. Snaps it with 1. Lamar, left side. It's got a little bit of room. Users back there, but too much defense from Volterax, and he will move on, your Arizona club champion, with a dominant defensive performance, 10-3.
Phenomenal defense. That's why you have all those 95 overalls out there. Volterax just controlled the game with that Chris Johnson and played great defense all day.
It was, I mean, again, the Chris Johnson touchdown was huge and the only touchdown in this game, but that defense, it lived up to the hype.
Man, it's going to be scary. Anyone going up against Volterax, man, you do not want to play that defense. I know I didn't want to play him, and people are going to be worried going forward in this tournament against him.
Yeah, if there's one person you know pretty well, it's Vultracks from that Arizona club final. Let's see how this went down here in the NFC West divisional final. 2 runners going against each other. It was defense the name of the game early as a 4th and 1 stop on CJ.
Yeah, that was a huge stop right there for zTreKingz. He had all the momentum, as you can see there, but it was a field goal game, really. 3-0 here by zTreKingz.
And this one, Chris Johnson to the house. It would be the difference maker for Vultracks.
Yeah, the only touchdown of the game and the only one that Volterax needed, man, with this phenomenal defense he played. Yeah, this was huge right here because we thought this could have been for 6. He stumbled.
Then he was just trying to get something going in the pass game, trying to get something downfield, looking for Hester, and Deion Sanders says no thank you.
Yeah, just way too much speed right there with that Deion Sanders. Volterax defense just insane. And then this run right here sealed it. Got down to the 1-yard line. Just phenomenal stick work to get to the outside. And then it was honestly a great job though by zTreKingz here, holding him to 3, but it just wasn't enough. Volterax with the big win.
He made it interesting with that tackle at the 1, stood up on defense, but Volterax able to take this one 10-3 in the NFC West final. A phenomenal game, a phenomenal NFC West champion. He's standing by with Evan.
Thanks, Nick and Ty. Great call, guys. I'm here with Volterax. I mean, I hate to bring this up initially, but you're really giving Ty the business here. You took him down in the club championship. Now you made him cast your game as you won. What's up with that, man?
I don't know. I mean, it just happens. We got matched up earlier in the tournament. I had to take him out.
Well, clearly it was a loss you shouldn't be upset about because you're here now.
Yeah.
You got a big win, $10,000. And honestly, I want to talk a little bit more about your style in the clubs, specifically with how you build your team. Super defense heavy. Can you talk us through kind of what your ideas and the way you decided to build your team this way?
Yeah, well, for this year in Madden 20, it's a really run-heavy game. So I built my team. I feel like I have a really good offense, like player-wise, or for my scheme. And then I just have a really stacked defense, like 95s everywhere. I felt like I played pretty bad on offense though today. I need that to improve going forward to be able to make a run.
And what was that? Just the day? It was just
a bad run stick. Maybe the nerves a little bit. A couple times I ran a stretch the wrong way, and
yeah,
it costed at some points.
I mean, nerves, they're the real deal. I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of money on the line. zTreKingz also ran all day, but he did throw it a little bit at the wall as well. He had that one moment. Walk us through this aspect, this play right here.
Yeah, so I just had Deion at free safety, and he's 98 speed, and I cross-met him on Devin Hester, and I wanted him to throw that, and then he did, and I knew it would get picked, and that's what happened.
So you just kind of planning it out. You've been kind of the word escapes me a little bit, but people really relate to you as just this kind of genius of Madden, the way that you think about the game, you know, everything in and out. And I think also just going a bit of against the grain, right, with the way that you think about the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's actually a really surprisingly cool thing to see that develop as well. Everyone's running their different styles. Looking forward with who you might be playing, obviously, or with who you will be playing, what do you think about the matchup and how that's going to look?
Well, I think it'll be a pretty good matchup for me. zTreKingz, he had a pretty unique way of running his defense, and it kind of caught me off guard a little bit. But I'll be prepared for tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be exciting stuff, man. Congratulations, Volterax, getting through it. Let's see you tomorrow, obviously, when he's going to be playing some more. Let's send it over to the desk and get their thoughts.
Yeah, congratulations to Volterax TD. You know him very well. You played him a lot in that Arizona Club final, and he's showing how talented he really is with that dominant defensive performance.
Yeah, Volterax is never a guy you want to play, man. He always has some type of glitch up his sleeve, man. Always good every year. I saw it firsthand. He's dominant today. He's going to make a deep run in this tournament, I think. It's going to be dangerous for anyone playing him tomorrow.
He's got an interesting matchup tomorrow. Let's take a look